We are all relieved that members of the SLU community are safe after the presumed gun scare on the North Campus last evening. But last night was a wake-up call. Understandably, there is some confusion and misinformation regarding the timeline of events. While investigation and follow-up are still ongoing, there are three important points I wish to address. First, concern over the false report that there were shots fired near Marchetti Towers. It is true that following investigation, authorities found no evidence of shots fired and no injuries. Out of an abundance of caution, DPS sent out a rave alert about the reported shots. In the moment, the word reported was not included in the alert because the priority was to share pertinent information as quickly as possible. That is our mistake. Second, speculation that DPS and the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department overreacted to a toy gun. While we now know that the weapon witnesses originally reported was a toy gun, that was not clear in the moment. The toy gun looked real. We will always err on the side of caution, and we take all information of possible harm seriously. Safety is always our priority. Third, a student was falsely accused and personal information was circulated. The first student, who was reported to be in custody and was later cleared of involvement, had personal and private information shared by some of our students. Jumping to false accusations and sharing personal information is always inappropriate. Our communication likely did not aid in this process. Crises are fluid. Much is initially unknown, unsupported, or outright false. There's pressure to act quickly, distinguishing fact from fiction. As a leadership team, there were areas where we fell short. We must do better. Allow me to briefly review what has transpired. At 5:20 p.m., the initial rave notification of a possible weapon on campus was released. At 5:39 p.m., a second message reported that there had been shots fired outside Marchetti Towers. Following those two messages, there was not another rave message sent for 1 hour and 39 minutes. This is unacceptable. Even when there is no new information to report, frequent communication is imperative. In a crisis situation, 5 minutes can feel like an hour. Further, we must clarify communication plans and language so that directions to the community are concise. I have also heard frustration over inconsistency in DPS messaging, most recently as it relates to reported shots heard outside of an off-campus apartment last week. You can be certain I am looking into this and it will be addressed. Overall, we need a more robust emergency response plan. This plan must include response protocol for natural disasters, disease outbreaks, active shootings, and more. Our planning will address communication on a day-to-day basis regarding safety on and around campus. As such, I am commissioning a committee that will swiftly undertake the task of updating our campus-wide emergency response plan. The plan will be shared in print and online by the start of the fall term. It will also be used to develop training across the university. Included in this email is a link to a Google form where you can submit feedback. This feedback and any suggestions will be shared directly with the committee as soon as it is formed. I want to thank those who stepped up across campus last night. students who supported each other, faculty and staff who tended to the needs of our community, and for the quick response of DPS and the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. Everyone did the best they could in the moment. I am relieved that everyone is safe. This time of year is stressful, and I regret the anxiety and trauma this may have caused members of our community, especially those who have survived prior traumatic experiences. We will be even better prepared in the future. Thank you for watching and sharing this message.